Kia ora. Hello everyone. As we enter this final week before the extraordinary general meetings, there are many emails flying around making all sorts of claims, and most of us are tired and frustrated. There will likely be more emails as the board has had to approve a second valid member request to obtain the member register. There are even threads and online fora titled, "Can someone explain the RACP debacle?" I'm happy to do so. Briefly and simply, how did we get here? In 2019, the regulator of charities like us, the Australian Charities and Not-for-Profits Commission, investigated us after years of complaints about RACP governance. We agreed to voluntarily cooperate with the Commission to improve our governance. We found and appointed an independent governance expert company, Effective Governance. After 3 months of extensive investigation, it made 175 recommendations to us. It's true that the vast majority of those were implemented, and we've moved on in thinking from their other suggestions. It's true the ACNC finalised its engagement with us on the 14th of October 2021, and that it accepted the recommendations. But that doesn't mean all governance modernisation stopped then. In 2024, I campaigned on getting the rest of the job done and became president. Because I care deeply about the RACP and about you. Because 6 years later, several critical reforms Effective Governance suggested are still outstanding. Among them is appointing a seasoned independent chair and establishing a nominations committee. Not our words, theirs. We refined other ideas around the skills and experience needed to sit on the board, and we put them to you in May 2025 in a member consultation information paper, listing the benefits and disadvantages. But we've put a nominations committee and any major board changes on hold because you've said you're not ready for them or you don't want them. At EGM 1 on the 31st of October, we're asking for you to vote yes to separate the president and chair of the board roles and to formalise the role of the College Council. And yes, a separate chair can still be a fellow or even the president themselves if the board decides they are the most experienced director on the board to chair it. This change puts us on a path to ending conflict, improving stability and separating governing the college from politics. Nothing more. Any changes now and future changes to the way the college is governed cannot be made unless you say so by a majority vote in an election. We can't do anything unilaterally. We can't sneak anything through. You always have the final say. So, these ideas aren't new. They're not something entirely dreamt up by the current board. They're not foisted on you as a bait and switch at the last minute. It's been 6 years. We still haven't made these changes, and we still have serious behaviour and discipline problems which result in the board being unable to properly govern. And yet, there are messages from others telling you the timing is wrong, that nothing needs to change, that these changes are risky, that there are hidden agendas, that there are concerning links to expenditure that, in fact, is actually properly approved and monitored, much needed, and has long been underway. There are messages that you'll lose control or power. Maybe we should apply Occam's razor. The simplest explanation is often the right one. Perhaps the simplest explanation is it's just the vocal critics of change that might lose control or power. And maybe, just maybe, that might be a good thing for the RACP. We could, of course, keep things as they are and hope for different results. Or we can be brave and take a first step in moving forward to catch up with other colleges, not-for-profits and many other organisations like ours to separate our governance from political interference. And if you're changing your mind, you can change your vote right up until 10 a.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time or midday New Zealand time on the 29th of October. It's up to you to decide. Exercise your vote, and I hope to see you online at the EGMs this Friday. Kia ora.